From CEO to Coldplay's biggest embarrassment and now, allegedly, OnlyFans' highest-paying simp, things just got way messier for Andy Byron. The former CEO of tech darling Astronomer is back in the headlines, this time not for corporate brilliance, but for reportedly blowing $250,000 on explicit content from multiple OnlyFans creators. Let that sink in. A married tech exec, already exposed for publicly cuddling with his HR chief Kristen Cabot on a stadium kiss cam, is now being accused of dropping six figures on steamy video calls, digital chats, and X-rated content with a 23-year-old model named Sophie Rain. And while Andy's camp is silent, Sophie's not denying it. Her words, "I don't disclose my donors, but shout out to Coldplay for exposing him." Ouch. The scandal that started with a concert joke is now spiraling into a full-on reputation meltdown. Careers ended, marriages destroyed, and now receipts being leaked. This isn't just a PR nightmare. It's a total character collapse. So today, we're pulling the receipts, the rumors, and the reactions, because if you thought this story was over, it's just getting naked. It was supposed to be just another Coldplay concert. Gillette Stadium, July 16, 2025. A packed crowd, glowing wristbands, and a feel-good energy until the kiss cam changed everything. There they were, Andy Byron, 50, and Kristen Cabot, 52, two top executives at Astronomer, married to other people, sitting way too close for just colleagues. The camera lingers, the crowd giggles. Andy wraps an arm around her. Kristen leans back against him, smiling, before realizing what's happening. She throws her hands up to cover her face. Andy, he ducks. Behind a panel, Chris Martin pauses mid-song and cracks the line that will haunt Byron forever. Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy. The clip exploded online. Within hours, TikToks were racking up millions of views. Twitter turned into a courtroom. Reddit threads went full detective mode. But Astronomer? They didn't wait for the storm to pass. By the next morning, both Byron and Cabot were on temporary leave. A few days later they were gone. Resignations. No press conferences, no denial. Just two high-ranking executives vanished overnight because of 15 seconds on a jumbotron. But here's the thing, that kiss cam moment didn't just end their careers. It opened the door to everything. Because while the world laughed at the awkward moment, someone, somewhere, started talking about rumors, about habits, about money, and then came the bombshell. Andy Byron wasn't just cuddling with his HR chief. He was allegedly spending a small fortune behind closed screens. Just when you thought it couldn't get worse, it did. While the internet was still dissecting the kiss cam disaster, new allegations surfaced, and they're way steamier than a Coldplay ballad. Multiple sources, including The Blast, now claim that Andy Byron spent over $250,000, yes, $250,000 on OnlyFans. And not just casual subscriptions. We're talking custom content, digital chats, and video calls with multiple creators. One of them, a 23-year-old model named Sophie Rain, real name reportedly Isabella Blair. According to insider reports, Byron allegedly dropped $40,000 just on her, including personalized videos and one-on-one sessions. Let that math hit. While leading a multi-million-dollar tech company, Byron was allegedly scheduling spicy Zoom calls with the model half his age while publicly dating his HR chief while still married. Multitasking? Or meltdown? When The Blast reached out to Sophie Rain, she didn't confirm or deny the connection. Her response, "I don't disclose my donors, but shout out to Coldplay for exposing him." That line alone lit the internet on fire. Screenshots of alleged payment records are already circulating on Reddit and X. Some users claim to have tracked transactions linked to burner cards and crypto wallets used to pay creators discreetly. Whether legal or not, the optics are brutal. A CEO known for promoting data ethics and corporate trust allegedly spending $250K on NSFW content while running a tech startup. This isn't just a scandal, it's a contradiction. But it doesn't stop there. Several ex-employees have come forward anonymously, claiming this behavior isn't new, that Byron was addicted to validation and always walked the edge of professional boundaries, especially with younger women in and outside the company. And now that the OnlyFans allegations are out, more are stepping forward. Because once someone's mask slips, people start talking. And Andy Byron's mask didn't just slip, it shattered. So who exactly is Sophie Rain? She's not just another username in the feed. She's become the face of a scandal that's taken down a tech CEO. And all she had to say was one perfect line. Sophie is 23 years old, reportedly from Miami. Her real name, according to sources close to The Blast, is Isabella Blair. And yes, she's on OnlyFans, but she's not just on the platform, she's thriving. With over 300K followers on Instagram and a premium OnlyFans subscription starting at $49.99, Sophie caters to a niche audience, luxury, control, and customized intimacy. She's known for interactive experiences, meaning the more you tip, the more personal it gets. And for one high-paying subscriber allegedly named Andy Byron, it got very personal. Multiple reports suggest Byron spent up to $40,000 on her alone. Video calls, custom requests, private voice messages, exclusive behind-the-scenes content. But Sophie has refused to confirm the relationship directly. When pressed by reporters, her response was surgical. "I don't disclose my donors, but shout out to Coldplay for exposing him." Boom, viral. That single sentence turned Sophie from content creator to scandal legend. She hasn't said another word since. No interviews, no live streams. Just one Instagram story with the Coldplay song Fix You playing in the background. Coincidence? Fans don't think so. Reddit threads are already dubbing her the data queen, saying she broke a CEO with just a kiss cam and a wink. But here's what's important. Sophie didn't out him. She didn't post receipts. She didn't leak the chats. She simply existed in the space Andy Byron chose to enter willingly, repeatedly, expensively, and now, with her name splashed across headlines, she's gaining thousands of new followers by the hour. Meanwhile, Andy's digital footprint shrinking. His LinkedIn deactivated, his Twitter gone, his company bill erased, and Sophie, she's trending. In a scandal fueled by silence and exposed by virality, she never had to say much. Because sometimes, the most powerful move is to say just enough. By now, most people agree, this wasn't just a one-time slip. The kiss cam? That was just the spark. The $250K OnlyFans spending? The gasoline. But according to several former astronomer employees, this fire had been burning for a long time. Multiple anonymous sources have come forward since the Byron Cabot scandal broke. And they're all saying the same thing. Andy Byron had a pattern. One ex-employee who worked under Byron in 2022 told a tech blog he wasn't the type to harass, but he flirted with everyone. He'd hover, he'd compliment young interns in ways that didn't sit right. Another wrote on Reddit, "We joked that he was more interested in recruiting talent than leading strategy." Now it doesn't feel like a joke. There were no official HR complaints, at least not publicly known, but the whispers were always there. And guess who oversaw HR for the past 2 years? Kristen Cabot. Let that sink in. The woman caught on the kiss cam with Andy wasn't just another executive. She was the gatekeeper of workplace accountability, which raises a very real question. Did Andy get away with more because of Kristen? Or worse, did she know and protect him? Some now speculate their affair wasn't recent at all, that it had been going on for years, shielded by power, blurred boundaries, and a culture of silence. And the OnlyFans spending. If these patterns are true, it wasn't shocking. It was inevitable, because in a culture where power protects itself and HR turns a blind eye, lines don't get crossed, they get erased. And now that the walls are collapsing, everyone is suddenly remembering the signs, the lingering looks, the closed-door meetings, the promotions no one could explain. Andy Byron isn't just being painted as a CEO who slipped up, he's being framed as a man who knew exactly what he was doing again and again. And now that it's all out, he's nowhere to be found, because once the silence breaks, the whole story follows. So here we are. Andy Byron, once a respected tech visionary, now reduced to viral memes, vanished accounts, and a string of unpaid invoices to his reputation. What started as a 15-second kiss cam moment spiraled into a full-blown character collapse. An affair with his HR chief, resignation under pressure, accusations of spending $250K on adult content, former employees speaking out, and a growing belief that this wasn't a mistake but a lifestyle. This isn't just a scandal, it's a blueprint, a reminder that in today's world, the higher the pedestal, the bigger the fall. Because when power goes unchecked, when leadership hides behind silence, when image matters more than integrity, eventually, the truth comes for everyone. And for Andy Byron, that truth came wearing wristbands, on a Coldplay kiss cam, and maybe even a tip notification from OnlyFans. But now we want to hear from you. Was this just a tragic lapse in judgment? Or has Andy Byron been living a double life all along? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this story shocked you, like the video. If you want more breakdowns of scandals they don't want you to see, subscribe and turn on notifications. Because in the world of money, power, and public image, no secret stays buried forever.